and bio and everything by after this session. I have got it. I'll share this after the session.
So should we proceed now because it's almost
Sure. Yes, yes.
6 minutes over.
Right.
Yeah, so a very good afternoon, students online, and it is the sixth day of our this Noise series, and we are here once again with the new guest along with the new topic. And the guest is from our neighboring colleges only, who has a very wider experience of teaching in senior college, and she will be introduced shortly by my colleague, Dr. Shilpa Athawale. So I request Dr. Shilpa Athawale to please introduce our guest for today's topic. So it's over to you, Dr. Shilpa Athawale.
Am I audible? Am I audible to all?
Yes. Yeah. You
Yes,
can
A
you are
proceed.
audible.
very warm and cordial welcome to all of the participants, the speakers of today's session. We have invited today Dr. Nikita Mishra, who is presently working as an assistant professor in GW Arts and Commerce College, Nagpur. She has obtained her PhD thesis entitled A Comparative Study of the Social Perspectives of Rohinton Mistry and Mulkraj Anand. She is also the supervisor of English subject in Gondwana University, Gadchiroli since 2012. She is also the supervisor of MPhil Research Center, Ambedkar College, Brahmapuri. She has published research papers in international, national, multidisciplinary research journals and proceedings. Am I audible, sir? She is the coordinator of IQSC. She is also worked as a coordinator for NAC steering committee. She also worked as a coordinator grievance redressal cell. Also, she is the member of internal complaint committee, women's study cell, UGC. She is also the member of Board of Studies in Humanities, and she is also the executive member of GETA. So this is a very brief introduction of today's resource person, Dr. Nikita Mishra, madam. I welcome you, ma'am, on this sixth day of No Age Lecture Series. I hope that your topic is very much interested and students will get benefited from this topic. So welcome, once again, welcome to you. Now I switch over to Nikita Mishra, madam. Madam, you can start your lecture now.
Okay, yeah. A very good morning to all the respected teachers, all the dignitaries present here. I think I'm audible to everyone.
You are
Yes,
audible.
ma'am.
Hello.
Yes.
Thank
Yes, you're audible.
A very good morning to all the students too present here. Firstly, I would like to thank the organizers for giving me this opportunity to talk to the students from. Actually, this is the need of the hour to arrange such kind of lecture series. This is a very important platform through which we can make the students aware about the importance of English literature and also the importance of literature in life. Students, let me tell you that literature is a mirror of life and vice versa. Life is a mirror of literature. साहित्य हा जीवनाचा प्रतिबिंब असते आणि जीवन हे साहित्याचं प्रतिबिंब असते. While you are studying English literature, you come across many kinds of theories, movements, periods, critical theories, and much more. By studying such kind of theories, you are able to understand the social, political, economic conditions which developed the literature as it is in front of us today. By studying literature, you are able to develop comprehensive written and spoken skills and also communication skills. Literature plays a very vital role in life too, apart from career. It makes you sensitive. It helps you to understand human nature, human psychology, which helps you a lot in your future life. And as I have told you that it mirrors life. A thinker has said that if you leave a person in a forest away from all the human beings, make him live a lonely life. And if he just reads the literature of, we can say, Shakespeare, he will be able to understand without living with any human being, without coming in touch with any human being, he will be able to understand human life, society. Such is the strength of literature. And if I have to give you an example regarding that life mirrors literature, you all are aware with the movie Three Idiots. This movie had a very great impact on the, you can say, thinking process of youth. Not only youth, everybody who has watched this movie. It has totally changed their perspective regarding education, life, relations, everything. It has inspired a lot of people to do innovative things, improve, you can say, to felicitate life. They are doing many kinds of innovative practices. And I'm very proud to tell you that from our college, the students who have passed with a degree of English literature, who have got graduated from here, many of them are lawyers. Many of them are lawyers. Many of them are journalists. And one of our students, after getting the graduation degree, he went to Nagpur and he took some spoken English classes. And today he is running his own academy or institution of spoken English classes. So our students are not aware of the prospects with which this graduation degree gives them. So today I'm trying to tell you what opportunities you are having when you are graduated with a degree, graduated with English literature. There's a long list. It is beyond your imagination. There's a long list of opportunities which you can get when you are graduated from with a degree of English literature. So let me come to the main point for which I'm today here. My topic is top careers for an English literature graduate. These are only a few opportunities which I'm putting in front of you. The first one is editorial assistant, then digital copywriter, copy editor, copywriters, paralegals, lexicographer, magazine journalist, newspaper journalist, publishing copy editor or proofreader, web content manager, advertising copywriter, archivist, interpreter, technical writer, publisher. Due to time constraint, I have put here only a few opportunities. So let us try to know something about these opportunities which I have listed above. The first one which I'm going to deal with is editorial assistant. What is an editorial assistant? If you are having excellent grammar and communication skill, which of course you will get from the English learning by learning English and English literature, if you have excellent grammar and communication skills and a keen interest in publishing, consider a career as an editorial assistant. An editorial assistant provides support at all stages of the publication, of books, journals, magazines, online materials, publicity materials. Role, you will support senior editorial staff in all aspects of administration, commissioning, planning, and producing of different publications. One thing you must know, that while you are doing this job, you need a great eye for details, your ability to spot the mistakes, your ability to manage time and follow the strict deadlines. The task that you undertake and your level of responsibility will vary depending on the size of the organization and type of publication that you are working on. And let me tell you that this is just a beginning. It is an entry-level post. You are having many prospects here. You can improve a lot in this field. You can go to a very higher post with the help of your hard work and expertise. Now, digital copywriter. In this era, everyone is very much familiar with this word digital. Let us see what is a digital copywriter. As a digital copywriter, you will produce the written content for web pages, either working in an employed position or you can work also as a freelancer. Means you will get attached to some publishing house or you can be a freelancer also. Your job will be to engage the reader and motivate them to do something, such as, for example, you can do this digital copywriter's work for a product or any service. If anyone is providing some kind of services, you will write for them. You may also write copy designed to convey valuable information about a brand, industry, or issue. You may also be known as a digital content writer. This is also a designation which you will get, digital content writer. Next one is copy editor. Copy editor revises the written material. Just a minute.
We have lost your PPT.
Yeah. Is it there? Is it visible now?
No. Now, yes, it is visible.
Okay. So, the copy editors revise written materials to make it easier to read, and they can work in a variety of fields such as journalism, marketing, academia, and advertising. Means these editors they edit, they revise, they improve the material which is already there to make it easier to read so that the targeted persons can understand them better. And this kind of work is required in the fields like journalism, marketing, academia, and advertising also. Using their knowledge of grammar and writing styles, editors are responsible for proofreading text to guarantee error-free copy. Means it is expected from them that should be able to trace all the mistakes and there should be error-free version of the thing which they have revised. They can edit books, websites, journals, articles, and many more things. Similar is copywriter. We have seen copy editor, now copywriter. Copywriters, they are original writers. They serve in various fields to craft original, attention-grabbing text based on client's instructions. For the persons, for the field whom they are working, according to their instructions, they have to write their own original matter. This is a creative role that English literature graduates may enjoy for its writing, reading, and proofing responsibilities. It's a very interesting job. Copywriters often work in the advertising field, writing slogans, jingles, scripts, blogs, contents, and much more things. Paralegals, this is a bit different field, we can say. Paralegals, as you must have understood by the term itself, it has something to do with legal field. Paralegals support the lawyers because the lawyers need a lots of drafting. So they hire the paralegals. They support the lawyers by drafting documents, maintaining files, creating organizational systems, performing research and calling on legal witnesses. Often referred to as legal assistants, they are also called as legal assistants. These paralegals perform also research. They write legal documents and collaborate with their colleagues to streamline clients' legal cases. Means they play a very vital role for a lawyer who has hired them. Next is lexicographer. You must have heard this term. A lexicographer is a person who is involved in compiling dictionaries. Lexicographers have a fascination for words and how their meanings develop and change over time. It's a very important role. The work involves writing, compiling, and editing dictionaries for print and online publication. This is the major work which they do. As a lexicographer, you will search specialist databases comprising thousands of pieces of language from a range of sources, including literature, newspaper, online journals, blogs, discussion groups, and transcripts of televisions and radio, for evidence of meanings and usages of a word or phrases. So, these lexicographers, these people have to study the usage of the words. They have to do research on, it can happen that sometimes some words may be in use, prevailing in the use, and they are not included in the dictionaries. So these people have to do research in this field. And there is also a term, meta-lexicography. Now, what is meta-lexicography? Let me tell you. As nearly all the dictionaries are now online and they encompass a range of related resources, the role is evolving to meet these changes. Language is changing from time to time. After a particular time, many words are added in our daily usage, or so they have to trace these words. Their role is to in evolving these changes and also study them and include them in the dictionaries. You may also be involved in creating and sourcing these add-on material and marketing the whole package online, particularly through social media. In these roles, you are likely to be called as a dictionary editor also. There is also an academic branch of lexicography which I have mentioned earlier. It is known as meta-lexicography. This meta-lexicographer, he or she analyzes the practices of lexicography. These meta-lexicographers, they typically work on the following types of dictionary which I will tell you. English of native speakers, means you must be knowing that we are having dictionaries from English to English, English to Hindi, or Hindi to English, then Marathi, which is our regional language, Marathi to English or English to Marathi. They are involved in making or editing these kind of dictionaries. Also English for the learners, new learners of English. Then technical English for a specialized field, and also for the bilinguals, as I have earlier told you. Then comes magazine journalist. It's also a very interesting job. If you are a creative type who wants to research, interview, and write, then a career in magazine journalism might be for you. Magazine journalists research and write news articles and feature for a variety of publications, usually periodicals, including consumer titles which cover both general interest and specialist areas. Customer magazines for the shops, supermarkets, etc. And trade publications which is meant for business purpose. These are the three kinds of magazines for which you can work. These titles will usually be printed much, but many magazines are also produced for the web also. Knowledge of the concise writing style is needed for the internet, and search engine optimization are very useful skills. Next is newspaper journalist. You all are well aware about this, newspaper journalist. To succeed as a journalist on a local or national newspaper, you will need determination and the ability to research, and the most important is to write accurate stories to tight deadlines. Newspaper journalists research and write stories for national, regional, and local press. They report on news and politics as well as on sports, arts and culture, science, business. They cover all these fields. They also cover national and local events, entertainment and human stories. Now these people have to play a number of roles when they go for newspaper journalism. Initially they are junior reporters which write up the stories which are allocated to them on their desk. And then after writing these stories, they pass to the news editors, and which is finally handed to the sub-editors. Apart from this, on smaller newspaper journalists, they have to do multitasking for the smaller newspaper journalism. They may work on layouts, they may work on photography, sub-editing as well, means besides writing stories also. Next is publishing copy editor or proofreader. Thorough knowledge of spelling and grammar is essential in the field of publishing, as is the ability to work to tight deadlines. As a copy editor or proofreader, you will ensure that material is clear, consistent, complete, and credible, and that text is well written, grammatically correct, and accessible. You will take the initial material or the copy and make it ready for publication. This is the keywords I can say in this field. Means you have to take something which is already written, you have to purify it, you have to make it grammatically clean. There should be no grammar mistakes, spelling mistakes, all those things. Again, we have already seen similar to this, web content manager. Today we are having a lot of websites. Every institution has a website. Every business person is having his own websites. Businessman is having his own websites. So there is a lot of opportunity in this field. As websites grow and offer more information, the web content manager is an increasingly vital role, combining organization and writing skills with the necessary technical knowledge. Web content manager ensures that the content of a website is well structured and easy to find, and that it meets the needs of its users by covering all necessary topics and being up to date and accurate. The content which you will manage can include web pages, images, videos, blog posts, guest articles, reviews, and occasionally social media and marketing copy. You will sometimes produce, copy, and edit the site yourself, but on large sites, you will normally act as a coordinator, commissioner, and project manager, overseeing the work of other writers and editors. You will produce content schedules and audits, which writers and editors use to keep copy up to date and to create new content at appropriate times. advertising copywriter. Working with other creatives, advertising copywriters use their excellent writing skills to create and deliver imaginative advertising campaigns for their clients. As an advertising copywriter, you will work alongside an art director within the creative department of an advertising media or advertising media or full service agency. You will work from clients' briefs to conceive, develop, and produce effective advertising campaigns. You will have to focus on providing the written words for an advertising campaign, while the art director will deal mainly with the visual images. Now, the next one is a bit different, which you must have not heard, students, before. Archivist. Who is an archivist? An archivist is a person who assesses, collects, organizes, preserves, and maintains the important informations. An archivist acquires, manages, and maintains documents and other materials that have historical and cultural importance for individuals or organizations or nation. As an archivist, a large part of your work is related to preserving information and making it accessible to users increasingly in digital format. Archives may include valuable historical books, papers, maps, and plans, as well as photographs, prints, films, tapes, videos, and computer-generated records. Users include researchers. Users are including researchers, academics, other professional staffs, and the general public. So the responsibility which you are having as an archivist, you will need to evaluate the records. Your job is to evaluate the records for preservation and retention. Plus, some of the information may be fragile, and you will have to do it, handle it very carefully, repair and conserve. Your work is also of catalog collection and manage information and records. Promote your work through exhibitions, presentations, talks, and visits. These all are the responsibilities of an archivist. Next one is interpreter. You must be aware about the interpreter. The interpreters are the person who translate speeches orally. They translate orally. They do the work of the translators. Interpreters facilitate communication between two or more parties who speak different languages. They do this by translating and recommunicating both sides of a given conversation. Interpreters can work for many organizations, including schools, governments, private businesses, and hospitals even. While interpreters must know more than one language, of course, they must know more than one language, English, literature, students, it is an opportunity for the students who are bilingual or trilingual. It is a very good opportunity for those students. It is expected that they should be bilingual or trilingual, and they must have compulsorily excellent communication skills in this position. Again, technical writer. Technical writers create and simplify technical documents such as instructions, manuals, guides, and journal articles to help non-technical professionals to easily understand the written materials. Technical writers use analytical skills to take complicated, jargon-heavy materials and translate them into more universally comprehensible ones. They typically work in technology or engineering fields where they can help to manage the flow of the information. And the last one is publisher. All of us know this. Publisher, the students must know that there is a great opportunity for the students of English literature in this field. Publishers work for publishing companies that produce books, magazines, newspapers, and even greeting cards. Publishers implement policies, approve projects, acquisitions, monitor spending, and make larger business decisions. They work side by side with creative teams to market published materials. English literature students may enjoy working in these fields as it is directly related to the production of written text and literature in particular. So, these are the opportunities which I have brought forth for the students. But while I will like to tell the students that, let me stop. I would like to tell the students that while you are learning English literature, you must not learn just with the point of view of examination. This is very important. When you are learning English literature, when in the class, you must inculcate habit of deep learning. You must try to understand, the layers after layers after layers which is there in the syllabus which you are learning, and apart from this, you must inculcate the habit of reading also. So I hope all of you must have understood what I was trying to tell you, and over to the organizers now. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Now it's time for having question answers. So we have certain questions received from the students. Not many questions are there, but I have got the question like as what to be done in order to get the opportunities available in the market, as it is the only area which sounds to be somewhat unknown to the students. So they are asking how to get notified if this kind of vacancies are there around. Hello.
Pardon,
Yeah. Are you getting my voice, ma'am?
Yeah, not fully.
Okay. Is it okay now?
Yeah.
Yeah. I got the question as that how to get notified of these opportunities being available around. Okay. Because these are not often commonly known to people. Okay. So the students have the question how to get notified of these opportunities. So please.
One thing I would like to tell here that as a students of English literature, while they are taking this degree, along with taking the degree, along with doing this, the college, these students should get attached to some people who are doing work in this field. It may be some publishers, it may be some other kind of fields which are having future prospects. As in the student life itself, they should get connected with these people. Whatever area they must be interested, they should get connected to these people in their student life itself, and new aspects will be open for them. Like not in this area, but in Nagpur or in metros, the students get they do part-time jobs with the publishers, with the newspapers, and so these what to say, future, they can have a future availability of these posts. They can go for these things. Prospects will get open for them. And nowadays everything is available on Google. They can go there. They will get. Surely they will get these things.
Yeah. And the second question is, ma'am, it requires one to have a good command over English language, especially written language.
Okay.
So is there any way available to master this grammatical command or language? So
of course, as all the teachers suggest, while we teach, all of us suggest to students that they should inculcate reading habit, and that is very, very important. They should be a vociferous readers. Then they should, of course, create their own circle. They should try to speak every day with their friends, their relatives, their families. They should try to write something. They should not mug up when they are students of literature in undergraduates. When they are undergraduates, most of the students mug up the things which we teach. They should not mug up. They should understand and try to write on their own. This is a process. It's a very long process which they should start from undergraduation level itself. and of course they will master.
Yeah. Yeah, we had received only 2 questions, ma'am, and among the participants, as we have our faculty members from this, around colleges, so I would invite them if they have any opinion or questions. Yeah, Dr. Joshi is willing to say something.
Of course.
So it's
As
your turn.
Yes, sir.
as a part of quality mandate and assessment accreditation activities, many colleges have constituted placement cell and
Yes.
job opportunity kind of opportunity activities over the campus. So having acquaintance of these particular activities and collaboration with these associations and counters will help the students get to know about the opportunities available around. As Dr. Nikita has tried to share, the teachers can play very important and vital role in sharing this information because they are simultaneously on any platforms. They are on the WhatsApp groups and their professional reels and everything. So they can share these activities and information about the opportunities with their students. And I think the purpose of such series that we are undergoing, No Age, also is to share the information from the experts,
Yeah.
the requirements
Yes.
and the job opportunities from the experts. So as teachers are sharing their expertise with the students, we are planning to invite some people, representatives of some industries like publishing industry, for example, where there are ample opportunities like newspaper industry. So we are planning to invite some practicing journalists even, so that they will share their hands-on experience with the students, and this will help in return to the greater understanding of the requirements of the job. I'm sure and I humbly accept that a session or two cannot comply with the requirements of these skills,
Yes.
but certainly we can start somewhere, and we'll sure to get somewhere with the process. So thank you, Nikita, for your inputs. That's all from
I'm
my side.
obliged, sir. Thank you.
Yes, among the participants, if anybody has any opinion on the topic for today, so please. Yesterday we had good amount of response in this case, but today no one is having any input. Okay, so anyway, so let's move towards the last segment of this session, and yeah, so I, on behalf of the organizing committee, wish you a very warm greetings for your future, ma'am. And it was very wonderful session. In fact, you have offered around 15 job opportunities to the students. It was quite informative and bulky in nature, your presentation, and certainly it is going to help the students to open new doors apart from going on the traditional tracks which often people students go on. So it was wonderful, in fact, and I thank you on behalf of all my members of the committee, and with the permission of the chief of our committee, I declare the end of this session today. And we will be back on tomorrow with the new session along with the new topic and speaker.
Dr. Javre,
Yeah.
tomorrow there won't be any session because of the holiday. We won't have any session. Tomorrow we will have break.
Yeah.
We will meet next on 8th of this day after tomorrow.
Yes, certainly. So we will see you all on day after tomorrow or the other day, whichever will be possible for us.
Okay.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Once
Thank
again,
you.
thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, we will hope
Thank you.
to have you once again. Okay, if not virtually, we expect it physically. Okay, once it gets everything normal. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye.